Hey guys, we are back for round 12 of Final Book Support Group coming to you in May. Hey guys, if you are new here, welcome to the Book Path. I'm Nicole, and if this isn't your first rodeo, thanks for sticking around. I'm going to give a heads up. I am recovering from a small springtime cold, so if my voice sounds a little gravelly, if I sound a little stuffed up, that is why. We are on the mend. It was a mild one, thankfully, so not a bunch of head congestion, all that nasty stuff. But alas, the show must go on, and we are getting close to May, and that brings some TBRs on its way. I'm doing two separate TBRs. I'm going to be doing one for all my other kind of May reads in a separate video, but I decided to go ahead and do a separate one for the Final Book Support Group, which will be coming back in May for round 12. This is going to be a long weekend readathon starting bright and early in May on May 3rd and going until May 6th. So that's going to basically be, I believe it is the first Friday in May, and then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So it is kind of shortening things, and we of course do have prompts for this one as well. So we'll see if we can get it done. I think my goal for this time to complete it is to literally do nothing but read and sit with my kids and read. We'll see what I get through, but with that, I will be probably trying to sneak up, or I will be trying to be sneaky and double up as much as I can, or see what I can do. So with that, let's go ahead and give you guys the prompt board so you can see what we are talking about, and we'll get started with what's on the list. So first up, we have Continuation Station, and this is a book that is just basically continuing the series. It's not a first book in this series. And for that, I am picking up House of War and Bone by Leah Stone. This is the second book in the series. The first one was House of Ash and Shadow, which I read in April, and I'm enjoying the series more than I thought I was going to. So I'm looking forward to picking this one up and continuing the story of Fallon, who basically, if anybody touches her, it's excruciatingly painful for her, except for one wizard kind of healer guy called Arian, and he's the only one that for whatever reason can touch her and it doesn't cause her pain. Obviously there's some romance, there is wizarding schools, there is hierarchy and class, battles, I guess if you want to call it that. But it seems like we're starting to see that there might be a little bit bigger picture, and I'm curious to see where it's going to go, because the ending of the book did kind of leave off on a little bit of a cliffhanger. So this is going to be book 2, so we're going to pick that up for Continuation Station. It's only, it's less than 300 pages, so that should be good because we're looking for short books for this one. Next up is to take part in a sprint, which you always know I will do that. I will pop in, take on some reading sprints, especially if my focus is going to be reading for the weekend. So that should be something that I can go ahead and cover pretty quickly. So after that is the poll pick, and I did put up a poll pick on on YouTube. I think that was the only place that I put it this time. And if you guys chatted back and let me know what you guys were doing, you guys picked the fire emoji out of the 3, and that means that we are going to be tackling An Ember in the Ashes by Sabat Tahir. I think that's how you pronounce the name. I am sorry if it isn't. But this is basically the Ember and Ashes series. This is the first book in the series. I've had this for a while and I haven't gotten to it yet. So this is going to be one that we're going to try and see. I've heard really good things about it. And for this one, I don't know much about it, but it says Leah or Laya is a slave, Elias is a soldier, neither is free. Under the Martial Empire, defiance is met with death. Laya and her family do not challenge the Empire. They've seen what happens to those who do. But when her brother is arrested for treason, she is forced to make a decision. In exchange for help from rebels who promise to rescue her brother, she'll risk her life to spy for them within the Empire's greatest military academy. There she meets Elias, the school's finest soldier, and secretly its most unwilling. He and Laya will soon realize that their destinies are intertwined and that their choices will change the fate of the Empire itself. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens in this, and that will be our poll pick. Next is to share your TBR on socials. Well, for one, that is kind of what I'm doing right now, so already taken that off, but I will go ahead and be posting the little, picture here with the prompts filled in with the books that I plan on reading once this is complete, and posting that to like Instagram and Twitter. So that's going to be something that's already accomplished before even May turns around. So after that, we have a final book, and this is one that's been coming back again and again to our TBR, and we still haven't gotten to it. And that is going to be The Dragon's Promise by Elizabeth Lim. This is the second book in the Six Crimson Cranes duology, where I don't want to give too much away because I feel like that would spoil the first one, but you have Princess Shiori, whose brothers were turned into cranes, and she set about trying to free them, and in doing so, she had made friends with a dragon, basically, in the form of a human. And now this is kind of her going to the dragon world, which is underwater. So that will be kind of where we go, and seeing how the story continues and kind of who she ends up with, because there was a little bit of a possible love triangle going on. So this will be one that we do need to get to and finish up for our final book. After that is to do a TBR vet. And it should be no surprise that I'm doubling up on this one, and we're doing The Dragon's Promise. This has been on my TBRs time and time and time again, so it felt only right. Plus, doubling it up with the final book prompt means that one less book to read in a 4-day weekend, which, you know what, we're trying to go easy, and yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. And next up is our graphic novel, novella, or manga. I'm gonna go with a manga this time because I need something quick. And we're going to do I believe it's the campfire cooking in a new world with my useless skill or something like that. I know it's a really long title. But this is volume 2. We read volume 1 in another readathon. So it was kind of cute. It's about a guy who, I believe he gets reincarnated into a kind of game similar world, and the skill that he gets is like, I think it's like a bag where it has all this like cooking ingredients that he can get from like our world or Japan in his world, and he cooks ingredients for all sorts of like creatures in this world and warriors in this world, and due to being able to sustain them with food, they kind of band around him. So it's a little bit fun, it's cute. So we're gonna go ahead and do volume 2 of that for the manga prompt there. After that, we have a new releases prompt, and for that, I am picking up Heartless Hunter by Kristen Ciccarelli. This is the book 1 in the Crimson Moth series. I don't know much about it other than it is an enemies to lovers, witch and witch hunter type of book. I've heard that there is possibly some steamy scenes, but I have actually heard that it was pretty good. I've seen not really reviews, but little quips about it on Instagram. So we'll see. It was one that was already on my list for books to look out for in 2024. So we'll go ahead and give that a spin. And for our last prompt is obviously one that I am in need of right now, and that is self-care. And for this, I will probably be just, I don't know, maybe doing some stretching or a face mask or like a smoothie or just a nap. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. But that one will obviously be fulfilled. And with that, all the prompts will be done. I know that for this bingo card, it looks like we are now doing what I didn't want to do, which was starting some new series, but these are books that I've been wanting to get to and get moved from my TBR shelves to my red shelves, so that will be good. Plus, these books, you will probably see them again in my May TBR for the other readathons I'm doing, because like I said, the name of the game is doubling up and trying not to stress with having like 20 books to read, because I haven't made it to that number in a month yet. So, but if anything looks good to you, let me know. If you have read any of these books and really enjoyed them, let me know in the comments below. If you were taking part, let me know what books you're reading for the prompts, and let's cheer each other on. But with that being said, I look forward to hearing from you guys and what you guys have to say in the comments. And with that, I hope all is going well with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye.